Welcome back to 630. I'm here with Alyssa Bohenik, who found out more about a Naperville woman who is key to knowing much about Naperville's history.
That's right. March is Women's History Month, and I thought why not find out a little bit more about the women who lived right here in Naperville. So I headed over to Naper Settlement, and I learned a lot about a woman named Hannah Ditzler, who grew up in Naperville in the late 1800s.
I know Naper Settlement has a lot of different information about different people that lived here in the past. What stood out about Hannah?
Well, Hannah kept many journals and scrapbooks, not only about herself, but the city as well. So just flipping through them, you can find out a lot about how she as a woman grew up here and how the town has changed as well.
All right, let's find out more about Hannah Ditzler.
Hannah Ditzler was born in Naperville in 1848. The daughter of a carpenter from Pennsylvania, she wasn't born into wealth. However, her hobby left us a wealth of knowledge.
From a very early age, she wrote diaries and journals and started creating scrapbooks. And what she left for us is a legacy of preservation. And it's through these many dozens of scrapbooks and diaries and journals that we know so much about early Naperville history.
Her many journals and scrapbooks give us an inside look at life in the mid-1800s in Naperville.
Well, I think we have the pulse beat of what it was like during the Civil War. We know what early town business and industry was like. She talks about the Stenger Brewery and the Teamsters, going through the streets with their wagons. And we know what the dances were like and the socials and church life was like. It really does, it does provide a very unique lens into our history.
They feature everything from newspaper articles, photos, and even wallpaper from the Naper Academy, where Ditzler attended school.
Which, when it was built in 1851, was a subscription school. So for her and her sister and her brothers to go there, they had to do work. They had to do odd jobs to pay tuition. And then later on, she was such a good student that the principal asked her to be a teacher. So she did teach at the academy. And then when it was incorporated into the Naperville public school system, she taught there for many years. Her house was literally across the street.
As the school became a bigger part of her life as she went on to teach there, the scrapbooks reflected her time as a student and instructor.
There's at least 7 scrapbooks for just the academy and the school where she taught and where she attended. These scrapbooks detail her students, the teachers, what classes were being taught. She has diagrams of how the classes were laid out. She saved wallpaper from the walls when they tore the school down in 1927.
But the scrapbooks weren't just words on a page. They also offered a sense of her life on a personal level, detailing how she spent her time and money during the years outside of the school and library.
One of the most interesting and exciting diaries that she has is her fabric diary. And she literally would cut up portions of her dresses, probably from the inside hems or whatnot. And she would write where she bought the fabric, when she made it into a dress, if she remade it into a dress, how much she paid for the fabric. This gives us a look into the people that she knew, what she was doing, what she was wearing, and the colorful community that she lived in.
Before her passing in 1938, Ditzler was one of the first librarians at Nichols Library, inspiring others to keep record of their lives in town.
I think it was her sense of either an instructor as a teacher, but she wanted to tell others about history. And I think it was her influence in the library that also helped influence Mady Agerman, who influenced many other women in town. So I think she's just one link in a chain of strong women who helped preserve Naperville history.
I'm Melissa Bohenik for 630.